Hi, I'm Allie. I just wanted to share a healthy pizza recipe, and I'm going to be using the new Trader Joe's broccoli and kale pizza crust. This is the first time I'm actually using this. I usually use the cauliflower pizza crust, but I'm still putting the same toppings on this. This is what it looks like. And I'm just gonna follow the instructions on how to make this. I've seen recipes where you can like make your own version of the broccoli kale pizza crust at home, but I'm just gonna use this one because I just bought it. And so I'm gonna pop that in now, and then I'll go over toppings. So I just put that in the oven, and you can use whatever you want. Like I've used just the Trader Joe's has like a whole wheat pizza crust too. Sorry, that's my dog. You literally use whatever you want. This is just the base for the pizza. And also with the toppings, you can put whatever you want on it. This is just what I like to put on it. And I'm trying to keep it, a little healthier. So first, now, I usually just buy a jar of pizza sauce, but I always look at the ingredients to make sure it's just like the actual food in it and there's no weird stuff in it. So this is just like the Weiss brand one. The ingredient list is very short, which is how it should be. But you can use, like, if you want to make a buffalo chicken pizza, you can put, like, Frank's Red Hot on it with some blue cheese or ranch or something. But I'm just going to use regular pizza sauce. Or you can make your own pizza sauce to make it even better. But I'm not doing that. I'm also using the shredded mozzarella cheese. This is just the kind from Trader Joe's. I know Trader Joe's has, like, a fake mozzarella cheese, which will probably, like, wouldn't be too bad. I just love cheese. I can't eat fake cheese. I just have to have the real cheese. But they do have that. I mean, at least I've seen it there. So you could always try that too to make it even healthier. But using mozzarella cheese isn't too bad for you. And plus, it's what goes on pizza anyway. And then I also am using, I don't just shop at Trader Joe's. It just happens that all this stuff is from Trader Joe's. I also am putting on just this pesto. It's just the Trader Joe's one. But you can use any pesto just to put it on top. Spice it up a little. And I'm going to defrost some frozen garlic to sprinkle on the top. You can use fresh did I say garlic? Spinach. You can use fresh spinach, but I always think I put enough, and then once it cooks, it like shrivels down to almost nothing. So at least with the frozen spinach, I know exactly how much is going to be on the pizza. That's why I like doing that. I'm also going to add like a little salt, pepper, garlic powder. You can use fresh garlic too. Sprinkle that on top, but it's basically what I'm doing. If that's loud, I'm sorry, but I just put the frozen spinach in the microwave. Just gonna defrost it and like wring out any of the excess liquid. And also a random tip, I mean, I'm sure everyone on earth knows this already, but I just discovered it, so that's why I'm gonna show you guys. You can use the box your pizza comes in, like the frozen pizza. Obviously, if you order pizza, it's already gonna be in the box, but what I like to do to save myself some dishes is I'll open this box up, like I'll rip this side off too, that didn't work, and then I'll just put the pizza back on this, so you're not like getting a bunch of other dishes all dirty. But this is gonna take about like 20 minutes in the oven, so I'm just gonna wait for that to cook, wait for this to defrost, and okay, so sorry, my dog. So here we have the pizza crust. It just came out of the oven. So now I'm gonna put the toppings on. Now for toppings, you're not gonna wanna put anything on here that would need to be cooked for a long time. Like you don't wanna put, Goose, stop. You don't wanna put like raw meat or anything that's gonna require it to cook for a while, because after we put the toppings on, hold on. After we put the toppings on, we're just putting it back in the oven for like 5 minutes so that everything kind of melts together. So first, I'm going to put tomato sauce on top. You're just going to spread that around. You want to leave a little room on the edges if you want a crust. But get it all over. Also, you could literally put, like I said, I'm doing frozen spinach. I just did it in a mug. So I have this, but you could do like broccoli. Like I wish I had some broccoli because that'd be really good on top. You can do olives, mushrooms. You can do whatever your heart desires, but that's what's so cool about making your own stuff at home, because you can literally do whatever you want, and it's not a guilty meal, because first of all, there's no carbs, which I am a carb lover, so I probably weigh too many carbs, but I'm just saying that to say, like, you know, it's all veggies in the crust. Even the ingredient list is just all veggies. The only thing that's really bad is depending on how much cheese you put on it, which for me will be a lot, but that's the only thing that is really any sort of issue here, because as long as you buy things that have minimal ingredients in it and aren't packed with a bunch of crap and preservatives, then you're really fine. Like tomato sauce and everything, just make sure they don't have any added sugars either, because a lot of the times tomato sauces can have added sugars put in them, so always watch for that as well. But I'm just sprinkling this cheese on top. And I like a lot of cheese. It looks like a lot on the camera, and it is, but it's not like preposterous. It's just trying to get it all evenly around. Put some pesto on it. Now there's Parmesan cheese in this pesto, like in the ingredient list, and you can taste it because I had it the other day too. But each pesto is a little different, so just look at the ingredient list before you buy pesto, just so you can figure out what you want or don't want. I think they make some without cheeses. They probably have like vegan pesto and stuff if you don't want to have any more cheese put in there. I personally don't mind. There's also, I mean, I think it's fairly obvious, but there's oil and stuff in here, so this does add a little bit of fat, but it's not saturated fat. It's not terrible. And then I'm just gonna add spinach onto the top. The other thing with these type of pizza crusts, you don't want to add too much moisture if you don't want it to be soggy. Like for example, I'm treating this like cauliflower pizza crust, even though you have yet to have it, so I'm not 100% positive if it is the same. But cauliflower pizza crust, you want to be careful you don't put very like fresh mozzarella on it, because there's a lot of moisture and it could make the pizza soggier. You want to try and stick to things that aren't going to, you know, make it soggy, flop down. So just be careful what you use on top of your pizza. I mean, if you don't mind losing a little bit of crispiness just to add your favorite topping, go for it. But if you want it to be super crispy, then just, you know, be careful. Laura in the Kitchen on YouTube, she has a really good recipe for cauliflower pizza crust, and in that recipe, I'm just adding some garlic powder. In that recipe, she talks about what you should and shouldn't add to your topping, so you should look at that. I'm also going to add a little bit of pepper, and I'm not going to actually salt it right now. I'm a salt lover, don't worry, but I want to taste it first, because sometimes cheese can get a little salty. I know mozzarella is not salty, but the pesto is. So just because this is the first time I'm using the pesto on the pizza, I'm just going to, like this specific pesto, I'm just going to cook it first and then taste test it and add it. So I'm just going to pop this back in the oven for about 5 more minutes under the broiler. And then I'll come back and show you. So the pizza's about to be done. Also, this is Goose. He's the one causing all the ruckus in the back. I just wanted to give a little spiel about what this channel is basically going to be, if anyone even watches it. But I basically, I used to eat horribly, and I had a really bad diet. And back in college, I did a project on nutrition and had to like analyze my own diet, and realized I was eating really bad, and I realized how important getting vitamins and everything in your day are for sustaining and like being happy. And I used to have a lot of issues, digestive issues. I used to always feel like crap, and now I feel great. I still eat pizza and stuff, like not this kind of pizza, like a real pizza, or I mean, I'm in Philly, so I still eat cheesesteaks, but I don't eat them all the time. I cook most of the time, and I have kind of taught myself how to do a lot of this stuff. My dad is a cook, so he's taught me a lot too. But I just wanted to share some recipes because people have said I cook really well. So I guess I figured I'd show you some recipes to see if you guys are interested as well. And I'm new to this whole thing, so if I'm like a complete loser, that's why. But yeah, so hopefully you guys will enjoy this recipe. I'm gonna pull it out of the oven now so I can taste test it with everyone. And then hopefully see you next time for
So this is the finished result. This end got a little burnt. My broiler, I just moved, so I'm still getting used to my new broiler. It's very aggressive, and one side always does this. But this is the pizza, and I'm going to cut it and taste
I got
it.
my ranch. I'm gonna try it without the ranch. I'm one of those people that loves ranch with their pizza. I like the Trader Joe's one. Shocker. And I also get the Newman's Own because Newman's is pretty good with ingredients and stuff, and their stuff's usually pretty reliable, so I like that brand. Okay, let's do a taste test without it, and then we'll do one with some ranch. It's actually pretty good. I feel like it holds up a lot better than the cauliflower crust. Like, it's not like flopping. But you can't taste really like the broccoli or kale. Pretty good. I'll do a quick little taste test with the ranch. And then I will say farewell. Oh my god. Delicious. Alright. I hope you guys like this recipe. Let me know if you try it. And have a good day.